Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is gonna be a girl talk. I feel like I haven't done one of these in forever, but I feel like we need to talk about this, or I need to talk to you guys about this and tell you guys my decision. If you guys did not know, I have been on the birth control pill for coming up on 4 years now. I believe I have been on the birth control pill, and I have decided that it is time for me to cut the pill out of my life, go cold turkey, done, no more, nada, I'm done. Initially got on the pill because of extremely bad menstrual cramps. Every time I had a period, I would be throwing up all day. My period was extremely debilitating. I could not go to school. I just really couldn't do anything. Couldn't eat, could barely sleep. I was on Motrin 800. That's extremely strong, guys. I went from Motrin 600 to Motrin 800, both prescribed by my doctor to try to see if anything would work before I switched to birth control. Motrin 800 did not work unless I took one every single hour, and my doctor was like, no, you're tearing your stomach up, so we can't do that anymore. So my mom decided, you know, she would finally put me on the lowest dose of birth control. If you guys do not know what that is, the lowest dosage that they gave me was low Lestrin fee. That did not work for me at all. I was still cramping, my period was still a hot blue mess, and it just wasn't working out for me. So within a few months of low Lestrin fee, I switched over to Nortrel, and that has been the pill that I've been using ever since then. I have not had any issues with that pill for the most part. If I miss a pill, I don't have any breakthrough bleeding or anything. I take my pill every day at 7 o'clock if I can remember. LOL. Right now it's 7:27 and I still haven't taken it, but you know, since it's Nortrel, I'll be okay. My period on Nortrel was so much better. You know, I barely have any cramps, or I still have cramps, but I only have to take like 2 Advils. My flow was a lot lighter and my period shorter. Nortrel definitely did help me out with my period, but the longer that I've been on the pill, the more that I've kind of become fed up with it. Like if I'm going out at night, I'll have to take my pill with me because I can't forget to take my pill, or if I'm going to a sleepover, I have to take it with me because I can't forget to take my pill. So it just becomes one of those things where it's like just kind of annoying to keep up with. It's really hard for me to remember to take things every day. So you know, that 7 o'clock alarm that you set, and eventually it just gets annoying and you cut it off, so you're struggling to remember to take it every day, so you have to put it in a place where you'll remember. But I'm honestly just tired of doing that. For one, I do not want to be doing this up until it's time for me to have kids because it's just not it. It's just not working. Second, my personal belief, and I have heard a lot of research about this, and whether it's true or not, this didn't really influence my choice, but I have heard a lot of people say that the longer you are on the birth control pill, the harder that it'll be for you to have a baby when it's time or when you're ready. And if you think about it, that actually makes a lot of sense, because the longer your body is doing what the pill's telling it to do, in my case it's already been 4 years and I'm only 17, so if I were to decide to have kids when I'm 25, by that point I will have been on the pill for over 10 years. And that's a really, really long time for your body to be doing the same exact process. So if I were, because I don't really know exactly what the pill does, I really don't know, but so I don't want to say it, but so say I decided, you know, I'm ready to have a baby, so let me stop taking my pill, you know, let's start trying for a baby. And right when I stop taking the pill, my body's like, oh girl, what are you doing? We don't know what this is. We don't know this life anymore, so we're just gonna keep doing the same thing. And then boom, it's harder for you to produce a baby because your body is so used to being on that birth control pill. So that didn't really influence my choice, but it is something to still think about, because when you're on, the longer you're on something, the more it becomes a crutch for your body and the more your body becomes used to it, so it makes sense. I don't really want to keep putting in a synthetic I don't really want to keep putting a synthetic hormone into my body because it's just not natural, you know. I've been, you know, as women, a lot of us do struggle with painful and debilitating periods, but at this point, birth control cannot be the only solution. Like, there has to be other solutions out there that women can try before just jumping to this really bad synthetic hormone to shove in your body every day, telling you when to take it and telling your period when to stop and when to begin. Like, there has to be something better than that. But for most girls, when you tell your doctor, you know, I'm having a bad period, this is going on, this is going on, they're like, you know what, I know what you need. You need birth control. But really, that's not the case. There's so many other alternatives. You really just have to research them. So I have been looking into a lot of them myself, which takes me into the fourth reason: a cleaner diet. I did notice one of my periods when I had not been consuming meat and I switched to organic pads, I had no cramps at all. Boom. And that was 1 month. So I am a true believer in when you eat clean and you're cleaning out your body, giving your body what it needs, those fruits and those vegetables, eliminating that meat, that sugar, a lot of that salt, a lot of that gunk from your diet, you'll notice a big difference. Like, I really don't think a lot of people realize how much chicken, how much hamburgers, how much all this stuff that we eat really changes our menstrual cycle. And believe me when I say, I love me a good chicken wing. I love me a good cheeseburger. I have one upstairs. I love them to death. But if it came down to it, for me to feel better every month and to be able to actually move around and live longer, I'd rather just cut it out my diet. You know, I could eat vegan burgers for the rest of my life as long as I'm not having those debilitating cramps I used to have. I'll do whatever it takes, honestly. Anything other than birth control, I'll do it. I really just want to do a more natural side of things when it comes to my period now, because birth control affects so much more than just your period. And it's really just been too long for me, and I feel like it's time. It's time for my body to get off of this. I have about 2 weeks left in the pack, and after that, I'm done. I'm ditching it. One thing I will say though is that back to the whole, you know, doctors giving girls birth control, I really feel like it's extremely important to educate yourself about our body. You know, not even saying, you know, go vegan, cut out the meat. It is extremely important to educate yourself about our body and what's going on with it and how you can fix it before you go see a doctor. And I always do that. Even if you just go on WebMD, see what's going on, you know, read some different articles. How can I help my period? How can I help myself to just be healthier overall? You'll honestly learn so much, because when you go to the doctor's there to prescribe you medication. The doctor's not there to heal you. They're there to prescribe you medication. So if you go in there and you say, doctor, I'm having these horrible cramps, what are they gonna give you? Either painkillers or birth control. And I'm seeing it so much more. Like, it's coming up even in my friend group, so much more. Girls who honestly don't even need the pill. All you'll need is a couple Advils and some evening primrose oil and they'll be okay. But a lot of people go to their doctor ignorant to the truths of our body and believe whatever that the doctor tells them simply because they have a doctor. I mean, a lot of times, I mean, some doctors really will try to help you out, you know, tell you, you know, have you tried yoga? Have you tried this? Have you tried that? Some of them really do. Kudos to them. I love y'all. But most of them realistically do not, because their job is to prescribe you medication. I mean, it's just common sense. So I will be taking a more natural side of life once I get off of the pill. I'm not sure how my body will react to this new change. I am a little bit nervous to see, you know, I do feel like I'll have a lot of cramping, a lot of bleeding. I might feel fatigued. I'm really not sure, but I definitely do want to document it, just like I'm doing this, for anybody to really just see what happens when your body goes without something that it's been used to for so long. I hope this video got you thinking. And what are your opinions on birth control? Have you ever been on it? What do you think about it? Has it saved your life? Has it almost killed you, you know? What do you think about it? Do you get the shots? You know, do you do IUDs? What are your thoughts on birth control? I definitely want to know. Leave it down below in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Bye, guys.